Karenis and I welcome you all to this YouTube channel. I have a podcast. The name of the podcast is Life Inside You. It's live on Spotify and on Google Podcast. I have decided to move that podcast to this YouTube channel. So basically all the content that I covered on the podcast, I am just going to move that to this channel and I'm just going to chat with you guys right here. So today's topic is about marriage because I am the marriage expert. Just joking. Coming back to the subject, it's about marriage and a different kind of perspective that I developed on marriage when I heard it the way I am going to narrate it now. So I follow a spiritual teacher. The name of the spiritual teacher is Eckhart Tolle, and it started when I read his book A New Earth. I definitely recommend that book to everyone. It's a book that mankind needs to read because it teaches us about peace and joy and happiness and so much more, which we all need to really find in our lives. So first, that was about the book, but I actively follow his YouTube videos where, so they are basically snippets from his retreat where people walk up to him and ask him questions, also just things that he teaches. Eckhart Tolle talks about, conducts these retreats, and along with him it's also his wife Kim who joins him. So there's something that happened during one of the retreats. So a lady asked Kim a question. It was something on the lines of loneliness and marriage. The woman who asked the question was unmarried at that point of time. She was married before and then she was unmarried, and she didn't have a partner and all of that at that point of time. But as and when Kim went on and answered the question, she spoke about marriage in a different light. She said that we all know and understand marriage as a concept where we get married to someone else and we decide to share our life with someone else and commit to another person. We exchange vows that we'll be faithful to that person forever and ever. But have you committed to yourself? Have you decided that you're going to be faithful to yourself forever? And she went on to say that the most important kind of marriage is the kind of marriage that is within us. You say you love someone else forever, but will you love yourself forever? Will you be faithful to yourself forever? And that was so beautiful, and it has just stayed with me from the moment I heard that, because we often overlook that sort of commitment to ourselves where we decide that I am going to love myself forever, I am going to be faithful to myself forever. And I'm not talking about the kind of self-love that will probably make you boastful or arrogant or about yourself, but the kind of love that is divine, the kind of love for your own divine self, where you honor yourself, value yourself, learn to set better boundaries for yourself. Also the kind of love that makes you more self-assured, the kind of love that makes you more humble and grounded and even compassionate towards yourself and other people as well. And so that form of marriage and that form of love is so important for all of us to find, for all of us to go within ourselves and find that home within ourselves, that that home that we look for in other people. When you marry someone, that person is definitely special and your home in a way, definitely. But firstly, it's so important to find that home within yourself. So right now, regardless of whether you're married or unmarried or whatever your situation is, this is an invitation for all of us to look at marriage in also a different way, which is this this perspective, and see whether are you committed to yourself, and are you loving yourself enough, and are you faithful to yourself. And I am not talking from the other side. It's not like I have figured it all out and I am here preaching and saying that, oh yes, I love myself, and this is also for me. I am telling this to myself as well as I'm telling it to you also. It's for everyone, for all of us out here. It's a chance for all of us to look at marriage in the way we've learned it, while that does exist, but to look at it in this way, and to learn to love ourselves and to honor ourselves, so that we become better people for ourselves and for everyone, because so that's why we become people who are full of love and full of life and full of happiness. And that is so important even when it comes to relationships. We've heard this time and again, and possibly, I am no expert, but possibly it is, the more solid and stable your relationship is with yourself, the more solid and stable is the chance of your relationship with someone else also to be, because you are happy with yourself, most importantly. This obviously doesn't mean that you're not going to be angry or upset, and you're not going to feel emotions. You're going to feel everything, but if there is content within you, and if you can love yourself enough, you can, I feel, find a way through things, and also your relationships can also become a happier place then, because your first and your most important relationship with yourself is relatively more solid than what it used to be like. So regardless of whether you're married or unmarried, or whatever your situation is like right now, it's never a better time than now to be committed to yourself and to love yourself and to start that process and to start that self-work. We often talk about, let's get married and settle down, but let's get married to ourselves and settle down within ourselves. You know what I mean? Like, let's find that stability and home and happiness and peace within us. Even if you have a partner or don't have a partner, let's start that process, let's roll with it, and let's learn from it. And it calls for work, and it's also an exciting journey at the same time. So let's probably start unfolding that, and yeah, let's just dive into it. And this is an interesting concept that I learned, and I found a lot of value in it, and that's why I'm sharing it with you all. I hope that you all also have something to take away from this thing, and whatever your views are on this subject, please do tell me more about it. I would like to hear more from you guys in the comment section. Please tell me your views, whether it's about this topic or about something else. If there's something that you all would like to share with me, please go ahead and do the same. I hope you all have something to take away from this video, and thank you for joining me and listening to this. See you guys again.